Where are we?
We're at the Wall Drug.
Do you know what state we're in?
Dakota.
Which Dakota?
South Dakota?
Yes.
Dakota.
That's what happens when you travel so much. You're never quite sure where you are. We did go to Wall Drug, and yes, we got free water at Wall Drug. It was a pretty cool place. We also got fudge, that was not free, and a milkshake, also not free. And we saw a giant animatronic of a dinosaur, and every 12 minutes, the smoke that comes out, and it makes a lot of noise and stuff. It was pretty cool. And then Lily also used her quarters. I gave her a bunch of quarters, and she used 50 cents on this gorilla, and when you put the quarters in, the gorilla is sitting at a piano and he plays the piano and sings a song, and it was kind of funny.
Don't eat nothing but a bear cat stew.
We did not see any pet stores at Wall Drug, and we did not see any parrots at Wall Drug. That doesn't mean there wasn't a pet store at Wall Drug or parrots, but we did not see it.
There's a lot of taxidermy though.
There's a lot of dead animals, but no live animals to purchase.
And there was a church.
And there was a chapel right in the middle of it all.
How tall is Andy?
I'm 6'6".
So yesterday we were in Wyoming. Right now we're in Montana, and it's 106 degrees today, by the way. Tomorrow we're heading to Idaho, and then after that to Oregon, up to Washington, and then back down in California where we started. And then we're gonna head up this way and over through here, and then all the way back to Long Island, because my sister just had a baby, and the baby is a girl, and her name is Miriam, and she's named after my aunt. So we wanna go to Long Island so we can meet the new baby. We got to plant a tree on the Disney family farm because a little over 10 years ago, we made a documentary about Marceline, and we premiered it at their annual ToonFest festival. Animators and cartoonists from places like Disney and Pixar will come to Marceline for ToonFest and talk about their work and how they became an artist, how they got started. Anyone that presents at ToonFest gets to plant a tree on the Disney farm. It's really cool. You get to wear a hard hat with Mickey ears, and every tree planted is from a sapling that comes from famous trees around the country. Some of them do come from Dreaming Tree, which is a cottonwood. Ours is not from the Dreaming Tree. It's a common pear tree, and we aren't sure what famous tree that our sapling came from. We know which tree is ours based on photos we have of where the tree is, and also based on the age of our tree. My favorite part of Marceline is the people. The people in Marceline are some of the nicest people I've ever met. We love the museum, and we also love the Dusty Miller ice cream sundaes. They are unique to Marceline, which is where they were created, so it's one of the only places you can get one. A Dusty Miller is made of vanilla ice cream, marshmallow sauce, hot fudge, whipped cream, and malt powder, which is kind of tastes like the stuff that you find in Whoppers candy, and that's dusted on top with a cherry. How would you rate Marceline from 1 to 10, 10 being the best?
I would rate Marceline at 10 because it's the best.
Yes, we did sign the Disney barn. We signed it right above the door the very first time we were there in 2006, and we took some pictures a few years later. There aren't a lot of restaurants in Marceline. There's Mavic's Corner Cafe, and there's Los Chimas Mexican restaurant, and there's a couple others, but Mavic's and Los Chimas are both our favorite. Mavic's has the Dusty Millers that we love, and Los Chimas has the best queso dip I've ever tasted. Walt Disney's house is still in Marceline, but it is a private residence, so you can't just go inside and see it. It's not like a museum or anything. A friend of ours actually lives in the house, and we met her because we made the documentary. And so we got to interview her and see the inside of the house, and we did become friends. We have visited Marceline so many times, I couldn't even tell you how many times we've been there, especially when we were making the documentary. Andy stayed there for about 6 weeks. while he was making it. And then we went back and forth. We even moved to Missouri for a little while and just back and forth to Marceline's. So I'm not sure how many times we've been there, but it's a lot. Thank you so much for sending us all your questions. It's really fun answering them, and we're so excited that you're so interested in our adventures.